Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Attack on Titan. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 11 of season 1 of Attack on Titan. And Pixis has arrived. I've already gotten the impression that I like him, and then I found out that he's very eccentric and weird, and that makes me like him even more. I think weird is what we need in this world, because I think the more unusual somebody can be, the better to fit into this chaos. And I really like Pixis, and I really like that, he's like really putting a lot of trust into Eren, because them witnessing Eren kind of turning into a Titan, because it was like a midriff Titan, colossal looking. Like, I don't know, like, if Eren is so powerful that he can like generate big enough to have skin, or if the colossal and like armored Titan are bigger than what he can transfer into or transform into. And that's why like him like stopping the cannonball, like maybe he could have like gone like full send and been like one of the big ones. I'm not quite sure, but I do know that it protected Armin and Mikasa inside of the ribcage, because even the flowers that were in there were protected. So he did a really good job of keeping them safe. Now Armin, look, I'm definitely somebody that when I hear somebody talk down on themselves, it hurts me, because like he was the one that came up with the idea of using the Titan in the first place to fight all the rest of the Titans to get to HQ. Like, he has good ideas. He just doesn't remember that, like, he came up with the thing that caused all these people to survive and live. Sure, some people died in that attack, but more people are alive, and it's because of Armin. And he, like, doubts himself, and his confidence is so low, and it's because he's not like Eren, and he's not like Mikasa. He's Armin. He's this beautiful, wonderful, intelligent person who is finding a little bit more courage every single time we see him. And him facing an entire battalion with guns pointed at him and cannons pointed out at them. And Wolverman, who is a complete lunatic, just getting like full on ready to send, and Pixis stopping it last second, was just phenomenal. I was really proud of Armin. I really adore Pixis for coming in at that moment. And Wolverman is, if I'm not correct, I'm a couple episodes ahead of like what people are seeing even on Patreon right now, but I'm pretty sure he was the same guy that wanted to go behind the inner wall and take reinforcements there and essentially leave people behind. And he was telling all of the soldiers that were in front of him that it was treason to like keep him there. And then he's like really excited that the regiment is like ready to go. And it seems like he's just like, he's a little off. And I don't mean weird off. I mean like his fear takes over him so much that he might just do the wrong thing. And, Eren has agreed to help try to seal the wall. And I don't know if Wolverman's going to interfere with that. I don't know if he is like going to like hold on to resentment longer and then take it out on our group, our core 3, or what. But I think, the first step is actually seeing the Titan doing something to help, and everybody visually watching Eren patch that hole as a Titan and go, okay, maybe he is on our side. But Pixis also was, promising to help Eren get to the basement so he can see what his father left there, that apparently either tells him about himself, about the Titans in general, all of the Titans, Titan, and like what Eren has to do with the Titans. I'm guessing like whatever Eren has is genetic, or his father gave him in an experiment. I don't know if that's the case. I don't get that vibe, but I also like don't know, because like I could just be like, no, my dad wouldn't do that, and then he's just like doping his kid up or whatever. I have no idea. I think I have a little bit more trust in Dr. Yeager than that, so I'm hoping that I'm on the right track, that it's just something that's genetic, and that like Dr. Yeager's out there, being a Titan and killing these mofos, and that's why we haven't been seeing him. But like some of them, like I felt like when I rewatched some of the episodes, I'm like, they're looking more and more like humans. Like before, they were like very like, I don't know, they looked crazed. Their features weren't quite human-ish. like besides like a lot of teeth, like their eyes were crazy, their faces were crazy, like everything was just kind of nuts. And then all of a sudden you're seeing like some like have like a beard, like the one that ate Thomas, and then like the two that were like looking through the hole at HQ. It almost looked like a happy couple, like looking in and just like trying to pick out dinner like it's a lobster, you know? So like to me, like I'm like, have they always looked this human? And I don't know if that's from eating humans. And that's what gives them the ability to regenerate. And every time they regenerate, they become more human-like, which means that like some point, are we going to see like genitalia and like, are they able to like then like make babies? I don't know. I just noticed the difference of our Titans as the episodes go on, because Aaron came out, you know, full abbed, you know, massively ripped, cool hair, elf ears, which I don't know what the point was of pointy ears, but I did like really like his design, but I was like, obviously that's not what the Titans that we know look like. So I'm kind of curious. The only ones that have ripped muscles are the ones that they just have muscle. They don't even have like skin. So here's me speculating again. A couple episodes before, we did get Levi. Captain Levi has my full attention. Not only is he an amazing character, he's badass, and he's voiced by Matt Mercer. I think those two things together is just like amazing. I really, really, really like him. I liked his whole team. And the crazy lady, which I kept wanting to call her Hange. I have no idea, but I was hoping that it was Hange, because Angela go by Hange, match made in heaven. I really like how she's kooky and crazy, and she is like so excited to kill. In this world, that's what you want when you're facing the enemy. I love that for us. But I also loved the fact that Levi, you know, is this like stone cold, you know, cool ass killer who like is like stabbing the Titans in their eyes and, you know, then killing them, you know, like still like takes a moment to like see a fallen soldier and give him peace before he dies. And I was like, oh man, don't make me love you, because if something happens to you, I'm going to be upset. So, I'm trying to think of like any character that we haven't seen for a hot second that might be popping up. We saw Hannes briefly. I don't know if Keith is around. I haven't seen him in a hot second. Lord Vold. Ugh. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to get more into the mix of that, but I want to start heading towards the basement and get whatever's in there in our brains. I want to know more. I love this show. So I'm super excited to get into this episode. So guys, let's not wait any longer. Let's go. Maybe you guys can answer a question for me. Right here, this guy that's flipping around in the dark, right here. Who is that? I can't tell. They don't really show his face. So I'm like, is that John? It could be Raina. I have no idea. Idol. Don't know what that means.
I'll do it! I don't know if I can, but I will. I swear. We can't actually be moving forward with this as our linchpin strategy. It was just something I tossed out there.
Well, it was a good idea.
Either way, though, we've got a whole other problem to address before we can get your plan off the ground.
Yeah.
And my gut tells me that the commander's keenly aware of it. Which would be...
Yeah.
Titans aren't our only foe.
Other humans?
Retake Trost? Are they kidding? Someone up top's lost their marbles. How'd they expect us to shore up the hole? Is the brass that out of touch? It's a damn suicide mission.
Okay, y'all just wait a damn minute. You guys are gonna have a damn show happening in front of you here in a minute.
We'll die! We're all gonna die!
Oh boy.
I just want to see what
I know, oh boy.
Look, man, I just want to see my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Dead anyway, right?
I think you guys may start to believe if you see Aaron do this.
Some wise man or other is reputed to have said that humanity required an enemy greater than itself just to survive. What do you suppose he could have meant?
I guess he thought we'd all join forces.
Yep, have a common enemy.
Come on, here we are with an enemy greater than ourselves bearing down, and look at us.
Exactly. If our species doesn't pull it together soon, Titans will be merely the instruments of our demise, not the cause.
God, it's such human nature to do that, though, isn't it? Hey, buddy.
Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be damned.
You called it. You said they were fine.
Wait, what? Is he? That little punk is telling me to get back to work. At least I can assume Mikasa and Armin are all right, judging by his attitude.
Yeah.
Still, though, why in God's name is he with the commander?
Oh, you'll see, buddy. You'll see. Wonder how Hannes will feel about
Care for a
Aaron
swig?
changing into a Titan, though, after,
yes, sir.
like, what he did to save Aaron. What was that, Pixis?
If you're gonna kill me, just do it and get it over with! Shut up!
Yes, baby. Look, can everyone just have a good cry for a second? Helps me.
Our primary objective is to reseal the hole. What's more, it will be done manually.
By one man.
Allow me to introduce Cadet Aaron Yeager.
Oh, Jean is just like, gah!
Fantastic as this may sound, Cadet Yeager possesses the ability to fabricate and control a Titan body at will.
Yeah, Connie.
Somebody tell me the commander's off his rocker.
You saw it.
If enough of us collected in the corner away from the breach, we could lure the Titans out of Aaron's path. He could be discreet about moving the boulder. And since the Titans will all be in one area, we can pick them off via cannon fire without incurring casualties of our own.
I don't know. I don't think the idea of using people as bait.
Here, namely that Aaron, even in full-on Titan mode, is strong enough to move the rock.
I think you will be.
Sending people to their doom on a whim isn't a tactic I'm fond of. But the commander's right. We must do this.
Can he take surrounding buildings and just jam it into the hole?
And it goes without saying, the better our chances they'll bust through wall rows and wreak untold havoc.
Yeah.
There's something else, too.
Oh, what?
Even the bravest of us can indefinitely bottle our fear. Not before something gives.
Yeah. Plus, we haven't seen the armored Titan yet, which we've seen the colossal one, and typically the armored one follows.
Is he saying we finally have an advantage?
They're lying!
Oh, God, Daz!
Good luck to the rest of you.
Oh, a deserter? Yikes. Oh, man.
If we don't act now, the whole thing will break down.
What are you gonna do, Wolverman?
Traitors! I'll kill you where you stand! Desertion is answered by death! Anyone wishing to leave will, by my personal order, not be charged with treason!
Oh.
Those who have seen a Titan firsthand will not be expected to revisit such horror again!
Wow.
The Crown will continue to recognize your service. Thank you and good luck!
God, I love Pixis so much. I mean, we're gonna lose so many people. But maybe given that choice, they'll choose differently.
I couldn't live with myself. My daughter's my all.
Wow. Wow.
Now, think back 4 years ago. Namely, the operation to retake Wall Maria. It was little more than a purge, a thinly disguised exercise in population control. We knew this in our hearts, of course we did. We supported the state-sponsored myth because the deaths of our fellow human beings allowed us to survive. Pure and simple.
I mean, we knew that, but...
If we're wiped off the face of the earth, the culprits will not have been the Titans, let me assure you. No. We'll have done it to ourselves.
Yep.
If the line isn't drawn now, it won't be drawn at all.
Oh my God, I love Pixis.
If we must die, let us die here!
Is that a big rallying cry? Are you guys in?
You have one mission and one mission only. Protect Aaron Yeager. Your jobs are the worst.
Yeah,
Our
sounds
success
like
or
it.
failure will depend on you. In fact, it's safe to say the fate of mankind will reflect your own.
No pressure.
Are you certain about this? Pinning our hopes on Yeager, I mean.
Rico, don't.
There's no other choice. What other choice is there?
If he can't lift the rock, or worse, he goes rogue, a lot of lives will have been lost for nothing.
It's
you
valid.
make a good point.
Yeah.
Perhaps we ought to just give ourselves up to the Titans willingly. The boy's abilities may be an unknown quantity, I'll give you that. But I'll take it over the known quantity of our options.
I dig that answer.
You are the Garrison Regiment's best and brightest. Win this one for humanity.
I'm not competent enough.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely not confident enough.
You appreciate alcohol, do you not? You know a good vintage. You know a shoddy one as well. So, there it is.
Sir!
I don't get really what he means by that. Like, he could tell a good plan from a bad plan. He can make good decisions and bad decisions. He knows what not to do.
The fact is you have a gift for strategy and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you, Armin.
Aaron,
Aww.
I really think I
You're
should...
not coming with me. You're on the decoy squad. Period.
Aaron!
Get it through your head that I'm not your responsibility. You're not my mother.
Aaron. She wasn't trying to
Ackerman.
be.
I want you on the squad that'll be providing Jaeger with backup.
Ha! Ha ha!
See ya, Armin. Don't die on me, okay?
Yeah, please don't.
You either.
You're not my mother. That was harsh. She's never tried to be your mother.
All of you, stop it right now! We're about to be in range of the giant boulder!
Which is why you're in charge, Ian.
I'm not seeing any Titans nearby. The decoy strategy must be doing the trick.
Oh yeah, they're all over in the corner.
Make no mistake. More than a few of our comrades are going to die today trying to pull this off. Their blood's on your hands.
What?
Yes, they are soldiers. They are prepared to die. But remember, every one of them is a flesh and blood person.
Yeah, you think that he's like doing this not knowing what the risk is? He knows.
Your first and foremost concern today is making sure their deaths mean something.
Okay, that's
Whatever
fair.
happens, you keep that lodged in your mind. Take everything that comes with deadly seriousness.
Okay, I appreciate that.
This is happening. I'm going to do this.
I love the confidence from you. I don't know how we get you to be big enough, strong enough, and quick enough to move that.
Today is the day! Lands taken by our greatest enemy will be reclaimed!
Oh my gosh, if this episode ends without me seeing what happens, I'm gonna be pissed.
The elite squad has commenced the operation in earnest.
All right, here we go.
Now it may seem an insignificant plot of land compared to the vast tracts of former glory long abandoned.
Wow. The ability to move like that is insane. Here's our guy. I didn't know if he's gonna come out like a colossal, like how when he took the cannonball fire, or if he was gonna be himself, but he looks like Titan Aaron. Woo! Is he bigger?
Granted, in terms
Okay.
of proportion, it's not easy to see how he'll manage to lift it.
Yeah, I thought he'd be bigger. I was hoping he'd be bigger. Come on, Aaron.
Aaron?
Whoa! Did he just punch at Mikasa? Okay, we gotta talk about it. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so pretty much this whole episode is showing the fear that everybody has about this plan, that they all have something to lose. I absolutely love that Pixis was like, Crown forgives you. If you need to go, you go ahead and you go. If you've seen these horrors, you don't need to stick around. If you have family that you don't want to experience these horrors, you don't have to stick around. Giving them the option, I think, if anything, makes them feel like they're at least appreciated. Like, hey, you've done enough. If you don't think you can keep going, we're not going to charge you a treason. And then you've got, Wolverman that's just like, I will cut you down. Like he's nuts in a very, very bad way. And the thing is, he's like talking about like, having like the humanity having a greater enemy, and we're still fighting each other. We're still fighting amongst each other. Like there's, still people that like races and everything that it's kind of related to humans now, that like we argue and we fight with each other. And, there's so many bigger things that we could be, working together to stop, hunger, homelessness. Like there's so many things that like if we could just stop hating each other for like little differences, whether it is a religious difference, whether it is a race difference, whether it is a region difference, whether it is a history that just, you're taught a bad history that perpetuates and just keeps going, and that generational curse that happens over and over of just death and destruction. If we could just get over those things and just kind of realize that we all just have to live together, we might as well figure out the best way how. Do I have that answer? Absolutely not. But like even in this world, when you have these titans that are, slaughtering humanity, and you're still fighting amongst yourselves, and there's still a class system, and there's still all the sacrifices of the people to, control the population. Like there's still like things that like are more prominent than actually fighting titans. Like I said, I was like, why isn't everybody being trained to fight them? And it's because even though they're the big evil, they're still not working as one. And, I don't really agree with Rico about like being like, hey, this is on you if it doesn't work. And it's like, no, it's kind of your only option, sweetheart. But I get what she's saying about like, like this is for all of them. All the sacrifices that are being made today, like, make it worth something. And I think that that's been kind of the message since the beginning, is that like when people make these sacrifices, let it mean something. Let it have a purpose. Let it be something that isn't in vain. And if that's what she was trying to say, I could think of a better way to say it than like, it's on you. Like, hey, calm down. I don't like Eren yelling at Mikasa and being like, you're not my mother. Like, I don't need your protection. It's not necessarily that he needs it. Is that like she cares about him. Like, that's what you do for somebody you love, Eren. Do you not? Like more than just your mother loved you, more than just your mother and your father loved you. Like Mikasa loves you, Armin loves you, like he just doesn't recognize it and recognize her caring as something more than just like treating him like a baby, which I don't think she does. If anything, like, he's reckless, and there's a reason why she's like even pushing into it and leaning into it more, is because he's incredibly reckless. And I don't know if that anger transferred over from when he turned into a Titan and he just was taking it out on her, or if he was like coming up with a better idea to move the boulder. Like, I'm like, okay, like maybe he was going for a beam in the house to like lift it. I don't know, but it seemed like he was attacking Mikasa. So I know that sometimes there's the subversion of expectation. It's just like, oh no. And then, like there's a Titan bone that's inside the house and he, wrenches up the boulder with it. I don't know. I love when he changes into Titan Eren. I didn't like that, but I think we'll have it resolved when we start the next episode, which you guys are going to have to wait for, and I will watch after this. But I don't really like the idea of using people as bait, but I get why it was necessary. It makes me uncomfy. It really does. I didn't realize they were going to be up on the wall either, but I mean, some of them were on the houses leading them there. I was just like, I thought they were going to be on the ground running around or something, and I was like, that's a bad idea. Out of reach sounds great to me. But like, I do remember them like being concerned about the armored Titan showing up after the colossal Titan had showed up. But I feel like that was like within quick succession of each other when it happened 5 years prior. So I don't know if that is something that we need to worry about, or is the second he puts the boulder in there, the armored Titan shows up to like punt it somewhere else, like I'm not sure. And I was just like, just have him like sweep a bunch of houses into the hole. Like, it seems like that's more of a task for something his size. But again, I don't know his strength. You know, like every time he was getting hit or bit, or, you know, he hit another Titan real hard, he was regenerating. And I'm wondering if he tries to pick up the boulder, if like that weakness helps him generate strength so then he can lift it. I'm not sure. But I love me some Pixis. He is phenomenal. I love how he, like I said, took mercy on the people that were wanting to abandon and wanting to leave. And do I think that that is the best way? Yes, because it shows that there is sympathy given to you and that there is an understanding. And I think those little human moments are kind of what we need, like the happy feel good moments of like, I could leave, but I don't think I could live with it. Rather than somebody like Wolverman, who is just like, I'm going to mow these people down because they're disobeying. Soldiers are trained to not disobey, to not be traitors, to not like abandon their posts. And, you know, like there are some that like is like, no, that is the line. And what I'm going to do is take you out if you're not obeying the rules. There's a character in another show that I watched, Battlestar Galactica, that was kind of the same way. And like, that's not how you get people to follow you. I'm not saying you let them walk all over you. You have to be a hard ass on them. But like, when you know that they need a little bit of time or they need some empathy extended to them, I think that's the best time to do it, you know, is kind of like being like, hey, we're human here. We're humans first, then we're soldiers. And I really dig Pixis for that. I really loved that moment. Okay, so I have no idea what really happened at the end of the episode. I don't know if Eren is needing to destroy something in order to move the boulder, or if he was attacking Mikasa. I don't think he was. Unless he was still mad at her. But I don't think that's what happened. But we'll see. I'm eager to watch the next episode because I want to see that resolved. But if you would like to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 8 episodes early. But in the meantime, guys, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Pixis is he's a favorite. I'm betting he is. What'd you guys think of that moment? I absolutely loved it. I thought that it was fantastic. And you know, I'm blown away by the leadership. He's quirky, he's weird, he's amazing at the same time. He's a good leader. He's exactly what we need in this moment. So I personally really love Pixis. And you know, I don't know what happens in the future with characters, but right now, currently in this episode, him, Levi, and Mikasa are probably my top 3. So, and I like Eren and I like Armin, you know, but like there's like 3 people that I would really cry if we lost. And that's Mikasa, Levi, and Pixis. I mean, I'd be sad about Armin, and I would be very sad about Eren, but I don't think Eren's going anywhere anytime soon. Armin, I think, can think his way out of things, so that's great. I would be upset if something happened to Hannes, you know, even Jean. There's plenty of characters that I would be bummed out about, but like my top 3 thus far are definitely some amazing people. So, guys, I don't know if I told you to like, subscribe on YouTube, but please do that because it does help the channel. And if you do comment nice things. Not even about me, just about the show. Just about the animation story. I don't know. I feel like I'm really like watching the sub and the dub. I'm getting a really good idea of like the differences between like characters and like the tones that are different, and the especially the Titan screams. I actually like it in the dub better. I don't like it in the sub. It sounds like a man yelling into a can sometimes. But I definitely think I like the dub voices better, and it could just be because that's what I'm watching and that's what I'm used to. But I don't, and I say this as somebody who is Japanese. Like, does anime always sound so angry? Like when it's in Japanese, I'm just like, are they just really mad? Like, so I just like notice that while I'm watching it and like how it makes me feel. And I do see some differences. I think when Armin was talking about the flowers in the last episode in the dub, he was just like, those weren't there before. And in the sub, it says those were protected. So, like, I see the difference. And that could actually have made me think that, like, Aaron has properties to regenerate things inside of himself, like flowers. Like, and maybe he does, but it was pointed out differently. I don't know. But I was just kind of like, oh, that's why it's great for me to actually watch the sub after this and just look for any differences and kind of feel that out. But I'm glad that I'm doing that. But I also know that, like, I cannot watch subbed and do reactions because it's literally just reading the whole time. Is it great? Absolutely. Is it great for reactions for me? No, not at all. So I will continue to do so and then kind of point out things that I notice that are a little bit different with it. But I appreciate you guys watching and come back for the next one. I'm going to jump into that right now. So you have to wait. Sorry. Go over to Patreon. It's probably over there. All right. Bye.